Hello everyone and welcome back to Prestige Reef. Today is a very exciting day for you because I am at Tropical Marine Centre. Now, it's not always that people are allowed in here to film. Now, I've been here quite a few times before, but Jamie, who is hiding over there, hasn't. So I'm going to be giving you his perspective of what it's like to come here for the first time. It's been a quite intense day so far. I'm sort of snuck away from everyone. There are so many people here. Obviously, ReefDork's here, you know, like reefing royalty. Amy does some stuff. East Coast Reefer, Fish Palace, Budget ReefDork. So that never gets old. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and take a tour of the fish room. As I said, everyone's eating, so I'm going to sneak in there before we're allowed to go in because I thought, you know, get the prime footage. And yeah, we'll go from there. Right, Jamie, big day. So, you excited?
I'm very excited, long time coming.
Okay, so we'll take you in the entrance. Oh, no, it's funny because I think there's a sign that says no filming somewhere. So, we're sneaking in before everyone else, so don't tell anyone. So as you can see, this is the reception area for TMC. They have a couple of their tanks on display. I will probably film a couple of those later, once I've got the orange lens. But yeah, so this is... There you go, look at that. Oh, I'll go first, thank you very much. Right, now this is their legendary fish room. This is where I think about 95% of the fish in the UK come through either this room or the one they have in Manchester. And these are the people that put in all the hard work to make it happen. Right, and Jamie, time for you to give us a tour. So, should we start over here?
Yeah, why not?
So the first thing that stuck out to me over here was these banana eels. Because you have eels in your tank, don't you?
I do. A bit bigger than that, I've got a zebra one.
You've got a zebra eel.
I can never pronounce this. What's it called?
Rhinopeus.
Rhinopeus, that's it.
It's like rhino penis, basically. That's the easiest way to remember. We got plenty of butterfly fish.
That's
Addis
nice.
butterfly fish are one of my favourite butterfly fish.
That is nice.
And that's actually a really, really nice specimen.
Is that definitely not reef safe?
Definitely not reef safe.
Oh, rubbish.
Like 99% sure that's not reef safe. There will be some corals that will be fine with. We have some regal angels, and a few other butterfly fish, obviously. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you not all of the fish, but some of the fish which are like some of the rarer, more unusual fish you don't get to see all the time. I will let Jenny point out his favourite ones. He's obviously just pointed out the interrupters here. I think Jamie's eyed up his new favourite fish. This is a Borbonius anthias. I believe is that how it's pronounced?
I think so. Pretty cool.
These are the tank-bred angelfish. So obviously I have a little multi-bar, but there's also a couple in here. These are, what are they? These are majestic angels in their juvenile coloration still. Going around here, we have the invert section. So this is where you will find all of the urchins, shrimp, harlequin shrimp. They put them in these little pots. When a shop comes here, to make it easier so you don't have to like catch them, also so they don't fight, they put them in these little tubs and you literally just pick the tub out and take it over and they'll bag up for you. And there are lots of common inverts here, but occasionally you will find one really, really unusual one. Now this isn't where you get the most unusual ones. The most unusual inverts are usually in the tray over there. It's difficult to give you an accurate scale of this place. Hopefully you'll be able to catch it on camera. You'll notice that hardly anyone's here yet. Soon this place will be packed with 30 other social media people.
I've never seen this in the hobby. Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. Apparently they not only look good, but they also eat bristleworms.
Yeah, they look like really cool.
So obviously predatory if they're eating bristleworms. I've got to babysit Jamie. Look, his disappeared. He's over there now. So, right, so let's have a look. So we got some sea cucumbers, turbo snails. As I said, the place just keeps going on and on with regards to fish. I'm not going to be able to show you everything, but in fact, I've not really even had a chance to look at what's in today. Now, one of the other people who is here that I haven't mentioned earlier, because as I said, there were so many people, is the Scottish Reefer. Now, the Scottish Reefer, you haven't got a microphone, so you have to get pretty close to me, get a bit comfortable.
It's nice and snug.
So, you're predominantly on Instagram, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Short form.
Short form? Wise man, much easier. How have you found it so far?
It's been pretty amazing, yeah.
Pretty amazing?
Just the level of content and stuff that you're seeing, it's just crazy, stuff you'd never imagine.
Yeah. Have you seen anything in here particularly that you like?
A few things.
The Scullies, yeah, true. Scullies are nice.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves the Scullies.
Don't you worry, I'll show you the Scullies in a minute. But yeah, because they have those small like tank bred Scullies, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
What type? What colour?
Well, I've got a bleeding up already, so we'll try a war paint.
War paint. Ed, we have plenty of other people here. Amy does some stuff.
You see the purple?
Amy's on TikTok,
Yes.
correct?
Isn't it?
Yes.
It's quite
Amy is
different.
the most influential person here. She loves it when you say influential.
Yeah,
So,
wonderful.
but how are you enjoying your day?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I love being here. I've been here before, and I just love looking at all the fish. This is my favourite section with all the
clams,
little
sorry.
weird creatures.
That's why I said I filmed the invert section over there a minute ago.
Yeah.
But this has the weird inverts over
Yeah,
here.
I was just looking at the little sleepy crab there. I've got one of them.
I'll show everyone in a minute. Is it something that's have to come down to get to?
You do.
Yeah. So, are they a good?
Mine's in my stump at the moment.
So they're a bad choice. Okay.
I
So
put him in, and then he snipped a bit of my pussy coral off and wore it, and then he was snipping all the other bits. So I was like, you can go in the stump. But he's loving it in the stump though.
what about coral
Why am I
eyes?
just a floating head, right?
Because my arm's not long enough to be able to like zoom out for you. Have you seen any corals that you like today?
I like gonnies.
You like? Is there any nice gonnies?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, there is.
Nice.
There's a really nice
Is it
one.
pink?
Yeah.
Red?
Kind of.
Red or pink?
It's the red one. I've got a reddish one, but not like a burgundy red one like the ones we've got here.
Okay, come with me. Let's go have a look at it.
Yeah, come on.
One sec. Right now, for the first time today, we have come over to the coral section. There are so many corals over there, but this is some of the nicer corals. And the reason we're here is because, as Amy just said, she likes one of the Goniopora. So
I
it's
really like these ones.
It's these bright red Gonioporas. I actually think I have these in the coral farm as well. They might be slightly pink in that, but they're really nice. And you can see they're actually like properly healed.
Yeah,
You can see,
yeah.
Like, they're fully extended. So they're really
That's
healthy.
what I like when they're coming out and they're moving as well. I like that.
These Catalophilias are also really nice. It's not coming up on the camera because of the orange lens, but they have really, really pink tips, don't they? They're like green
You
with
can
pink,
kind of see it, yeah, on the camera.
but not brilliantly.
And the mouth as well, actually, on that one's.
Oh yeah, actually wow, that really is like vibrantly pink.
Yeah, that's cute.
And the final thing to show you in this section are these scollies. Those of you in the UK that follow the channel will know that scollies have been very hard to get hold of for years and years. TMC have just started recently to bring in, they're not tank bred scollies. What these scollies actually are is they are a scolly which has been cut in half, healed, and I believe cut in half again. So they are cultured scollies, and these come from Australia. And there's some really, really nice ones. My favourite one is probably this big one with the blue on it. But there is also...
I like this one here. This one with the red flecks, the orangey flecks.
Right now, Amy's obviously been distracted, so I have another person to meet you. Look, she's now being distracted from her phone. Another person for you to meet. This is Tom. Do you want to let everyone know who you are?
I'm referred to as the Onion off off the Reefers Network.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell everyone about the Reefers Network.
The Reefers Network is a platform where we try and bring hobbyists, some reefing professionals and some special guests onto the channel to chat with us. On a Friday night we have a bit of fun, a bit of laughter.
Special guest, you've never invited me.
Not especially in that
No.
way, Ryan.
Because every podcast is different. So
Okay.
how does your podcast differ from other people's podcasts?
I think we try and be honest in what we experience within the hobby, and we still make mistakes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And we are not scared to say that we make mistakes,
Yeah.
me included. Mainly me.
There's 4 of you, isn't there? in
There's
total?
4 regulars, myself, Drippy Reef Geek. We've got Ronald McDonald, and we've got Rob Hutchinson, pelagic swimmer, who joins us on
There
a
you
Friday
go.
night.
Go follow all of those people. If you want something to do on a Friday night, what time?
8 p.m.
8
GMT,
p.m.
and
There
on
you
a
go.
Sunday morning, 10 a.m.
Right, we're back with Jamie. Now you had a chance to look around while I've been distracted by other people. What have you found that you like?
Too much.
We've got someone in the background, he knows he's on video, he's doing a little smile, see? Right, where are we at, Jamie? What do we like?
As usual, I always like the fish that are iffy.
Oh yeah,
Caution.
because you have a gold flake angel, don't you?
I do.
And a regal angel, is that
Yep,
correct?
Yep.
So,
Flame angel.
So you're a flame angel, so you're thinking about getting an emperor angel.
A juvenile one.
So what's interesting about these are tank bred emperor angels. I think there's some other wild ones on the other side. And for some reason, the tank bred ones, you can just see it start to turn into an adult earlier than the wild juveniles. Now I'm not sure why this happens, I'm not sure anyone knows why this happens, but I've noticed it a few times. Also, you get these really interesting patterns on some of the tank bred ones. That one's actually really nice. Right, over to ReefDork.
Hello, what are we doing? Control Camp Project Reef.
Yeah. If you never see you two in the same room with each other, then people always assume that you're the same. That's a multicolour angelfish. Now the issue with these fish is they don't eat very well.
Oh,
you
really?
can get tank bred ones, I believe. They're a bit finicky. These are African angelfish. You don't see these very often either. And you can see how they're sort of
I take it they get big.
they do get big and they change colour. Anyway, back to ReefDork.
Hello.
Firstly, how's your day been?
Really good day. This place is a little bit overwhelming because there's just so many fish, and it's just kind of I can't really take it all in. But this is a fantastic place. I
What
really
have you
enjoy it.
seen? Have you seen this Dr. Seuss fish?
No.
There's a Dr. Seuss fish.
Soapfish.
Yeah, I know.
Where?
I'll take you over there.
Where's that?
This is another one of the legends that works here. Hey, you've been here for years, haven't you? 30 years. That says something about a company. If employees stay here for 30 years, like that's rare.
And there are plenty of people like that. There were two people who've been here for 40 years.
Yeah.
And everybody's been here for a long time.
Right, now, so this is your first time seeing a Dr. Seuss fish?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
It was hiding from me earlier, so it'll be
yeah.
interesting to see it's here.
Yeah, that's it. That is amazing.
Now imagine what that looks like under proper lighting.
So that I've seen, like in the photos, if you see them online, they look spectacular.
There's food somewhere, actually.
If I'm completely honest, he looks a little bit ugly.
Unfortunately, it's a little bit shy at the moment, as you can see. Interestingly, with a fish this expensive, and I think this is like, well, this is definitely
Big
like a
bucks.
four-figure fish.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll notice there's a lid on it permanently.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a really, really deep water fish, I believe. Is that
I
correct?
think they're collected from 45 metres, about 150 feet. Because I know all of this. I just know this stuff.
All of a sudden, he's an expert.
But these are really rare. I'd never seen one before in the flesh. I've seen them online, and when you see them online, they are expensive.
Yeah. I spoke to one of the staff here. This is only the third one he's ever seen, and again,
Amazing.
he's been here for years.
That is honestly
So-
spectacular. It really is. And imagine that under proper lights, aquarium lights.
What about the interrupters?
The interrupters are cool. Yeah, yeah.
I think they look nicer when they're juveniles.
Yeah.
Again, it's probably because of the lighting. This is just normal.
That's the thing. This is
room
just normal
lighting.
room lighting, and they look okay. They're not quite so spectacular. And actually, to be fair, the Dr. Seuss doesn't look that amazing, but I just know it is cool.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. That's just
It's
a
one of
cool
those fish that I'm not sure it's for me. It's expensive,
Yeah, yeah,
so people want it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
why?
yeah. Totally. Yeah.
But and also there's a Griff's angel here. I actually
Where's
really
that?
like these angels. These are like gothic angels. Here, see
Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah.
It
yeah,
reminds
okay.
me of like the sad clown, with the things over its eyes,
Over his eyes.
or a mine.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. That's not my cup of tea, to be honest.
the other thing I like, boxfish. My channel was basically founded on a boxfish, wasn't it?
Yeah, Pablo.
Pablo.
Poor little guy.
May he rest in peace.
Very cool.
Now, Pablo's obviously a yellow boxfish. This is a Hawaiian boxfish. This is actually a male Hawaiian boxfish. The females are just black and white dots. But they're actually one of the more difficult boxfish to keep. And if you want boxfish information,
Don't ask me.
don't ask her.
Don't ask me.
So, right now, as I said earlier, there is a sort of normal invert section over there. Jamie's just doing a little cameo again. But there is also an invert section here. And this is like the really weird inverts. So I have Chris here with me. He said he didn't want to be on camera, but I've now put him on camera. So he's going to show me around what's here, because some of it I don't even know what it is. And we'll go from there. Right now, where would you like to start? So what are these?
So these are just what we call coloured slugs.
Coloured slugs. So these are nudibranchs,
So
aren't they?
nudibranchs, yes.
Okay. These are eggs, aren't they?
Yes, so quite often they will they're happy enough that when they come in and settled, they will lay eggs. And sometimes they're fertile, depends on what kind of mix we have in the tank.
Oh, so these will breed the same as any other nudibranch
Yeah.
in captivity. So over here we have
So
some
these are
tiger
Caramel cucumbers.
caramel cucumbers.
Yeah.
Okay. These are normal boxing shrimp, aren't they?
Yeah, boxers.
We've got some porcelain crabs. We have these are pistol shrimps, correct?
Yes, they're
Yeah.
tiger pistols.
And then you had some weird crab over there I saw. Where's
Oh,
the
this
crab?
one.
We've got the,
So it's a
yes,
shame-faced crab.
a
or
shamefaced crab.
calico crab, we call
Calico
it.
crab. Are these good tank inhabitants?
They are a crab, so they're more scavenger. But
Okay.
if you get a fish that's not doing so well, there's a chance he could attack.
So these will attack fish potentially.
Yeah, if you've got something kind of like under the weather, kind of not sitting right on the bottom or something, they could take the opportunity.
They look so innocent with
That's
their with their hands. And then is there anything else?
Sea mouse.
Sea mouse?
So part of the like a sand dollar family.
Okay, yeah. And then we have some. These are more nudibranchs, aren't they?
So yeah, so frilly slugs we call them. So they're a good algae eater, that one.
Okay. And then is there anything else that's weird other than Amy that's in this section?
Like
So, anything else that's unusual?
Well, we've got
No, I think that is
sort of
it.
standard crabs.
Now, how long have you been here?
I'm coming up 14 years.
14 years. And as I said a minute ago, like, you don't work somewhere for 14 years unless it's a good company. Anyway, I will stop filming you. I know I have ignored what I said I was going to do. There you go.
But we come to expect it from you.
Yes. Another thing that you don't see very often is these sea fans. I think they're sea fans. Some of them are gorgonians, I believe, and there's even a couple of sponges here. You can see there's a huge variety of fish and coral when you come somewhere like this that you wouldn't normally see in a fish shop. These are quite specialist, so they're not for everyone. Now, all of these systems are all connected to another, and although some of these tanks look small, these fish aren't here for an extended period of time. Obviously, shops come here all the time and then take them. So the stock is only here usually for a few days at a time, and then it goes out to the fish shop, and then, oh look, there's an Achilles here. That's funny, this is occasionally fish will either go through the pipes, I believe, or sometimes they put the fish in here. For example, an Achilles needs a bit more room, obviously, than being in one of these tanks, for example, and that's like quite a big Achilles. So this one has obviously been purposely put in here to give it the environment that it actually needs. Right now, what most people don't realise is this place for shops is like pick a mix. So when you come in here, they give you a bucket like this, and they give you a net like this, and they go pick what you want. So I am going to need a glamorous assistant. I think I found one over there. This is East Coast Reefer. Right, this is my glamorous assistant. You can see I've told him to go down here and pretend that he's looking at stuff just so that I can show you these tanks. I've not seen this. Oh, that's actually interesting. You literally come down here, you get the bucket, you fill the bucket up with water from any of the nearby tanks, and then you essentially get the net, and then you literally get the net and you find which fish you want. For example, this is a 6-line wress, and then you scoop it out like this, and then you put it into the net, and then they will take it over and they'll bag up for you. Right now, it's almost the end of the day, but luckily, so I've got Fish Palace here and John from TMC. Now, I asked John if there was anything that he hardly ever sees, and he's just brought me to some fish which I've never seen, so the chances are you've never seen them either. So let's have a look. There you go. Right, so what are we looking at?
So we've got tripod fishing here. Apparently the last time we saw these little guys was 5 years ago. And like I said, I'm not always in the fish house, so I only come in like once a week, so I didn't see these 5 years ago. But
They look a bit like look-down fish.
I thought they were look downs. When I first walked through, I literally thought they were small look downs because one of them was like feeding.
Yeah.
And then I looked a bit closer and thought, oh, they look a bit weird. They're just a different shape.
So even after all these years, how long have you been here for?
I've been here for nearly 13 years.
13 years. Another person. We think we have 13, 16. Someone's been here 30 years.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable for a company.
13, I got 13 years in November. So I started as a driver for TMC, and then now I'm look after the southwest of the UK.
There you go. Started as driver, now you look after South, soon owner.
No, I'm not going that far.
But, well, thank you very much. Right, that's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Jamie, have you enjoyed yourself?
I have had an incredible time.
James had an incredible time.
Thank you very much.
East Coast Reefer, you had a good time?
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
You're going to have to shout, Fish Palace, you had a good time?
Hello, goodbye, it's been brilliant.
It's been brilliant, there you go. And they'll be happy to get rid of us now. So we are the last to leave. So big thank you to TMC and a massive thank you to Brian, who put this on for us. And obviously remember, all of these people will be putting out content on social media. So if mine's boring for you, go watch someone else's. See you later. Bye.